Well, that's not good. But you're a certified dunce.
Dunce, yeah. Dunce of the day.
No, yeah.
This thing on? Have you done a backflip before?
Backflip? No more stupid questions. Of course, I've done a backflip.
All right, boys, how we feeling?
So good.
How we
Life is
doing?
good.
It's been a long time coming.
Got your belt shoes on?
How long have we been talking about this?
When was the last podcast that we dropped?
There's something about college dropouts in like early 2024.
Bro, that was back before you had facial hair.
That actually might be our best viewed video still.
Really?
Yeah.
Logan was talking about people dropping out of college, and somehow it hit the algo.
That was back before you had facial hair.
This studio room is been a long time coming too.
This thing looks sick.
The
Yeah.
backdrop used to be an outlet with a wire hanging out of it. Every clip I saw was pissed.
I actually think the best part about this studio room is the window on the back wall, because like we can see our entire agency just getting busy right now.
Dude, I feel like the best part about this room is our content guy.
Yeah, shout out our content guy.
We got a new content guy.
Yeah. Man, what a fun thing we got going on here. But we were just talking about Tyler being a dunce because what was it for?
So there's you have to have your phone to get into the building, obviously. And I had to run out to my car to grab a phone charger because my phone was dead. So I left my phone upstairs, went to my car, grabbed the charger, came back, scanned the door, and it beeped at me. And I was sitting there feeling like, oh, there's me, dunce of the day, standing outside the Hilton waiting for some help.
Yeah.
I even let a few like, help, help.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about that. It's like we've had this thing like on our door for at least since the new year, it seems like. And we have the security system on our door, and it doesn't even work because there's also like a lock on our door. And so if people don't want to use the security system, they just unlock the door. I've told the building, I've told Vince to take it down, but we just talked, so he's going to take out the locks. That way people have to use their phone.
Well, before we did the office reno, there wasn't too much to protect.
Yeah, I mean, here in the office, we just have so many different people that keep their stuff here, so it's just important for us to keep things locked in and safe. But whatever. Hopefully they take it off because it's been a long time since I've been asking about it. So
Is he the one that just put duct tape over it?
yeah. So there's now duct tape over it. So shout out Vince for removing the needle on it, and Melanie helping out.
Step one,
baby, let's go.
Needle in the coffin.
Step two is we're gonna get that outlet
Dane
up there.
always says. He's been saying needle in the coffin.
For what? On the phone with vets.
No, we were bowling, and he was on track to win, and then he got another strike, and he goes, "That's the needle in the coffin," because Miles basically had to get like 2 strikes to
Was
beat
Dane
him.
pretty nice?
But it's just funny because the phrase is nail in the coffin.
I thought it was a needle in a haystack.
Exactly. So he combined the two. He's like, he was explaining, he's like, well, a needle in the coffin, there's still a chance, but like a nail is like, it's secure.
Is he pretty nice at bowling?
Dane is, yeah.
I thought Miles was pretty good.
So when we went bowling, we did 4 games, and I bowled like a 60 and then a 60. And if you know bowling, that's like horrible.
That's terrible.
And then,
That's a lot of gutter balls.
yeah, like I was like in last place by like a long shot with the 3, because Drew's pretty good too. And then I ended up winning the 3rd and 4th game. So I won the most games. I bowled like a 160 and then a 140.
Dang.
So
Talk about a comeback.
I figured it out. But the reason I figured it out is because Dane gave me some bowling coaching. So now I'm kind of nasty.
When you throw a bowling ball, every time I go bowling without you, I'm like, man, you guys got to see Logan Merritt throw a bowling ball. You throw the ball so hard, like I think your arm's going down the alley, like with the ball.
Yeah.
It's a bad day to be a pin when you throw the ball.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
or a bowling lane too. He gets a little bit of like air under it. It'll be like 4 feet of hang time on the bowling ball.
Yeah, or like the owner of the bowling alley.
Yeah, that sucker's gonna split in two down that one day.
But no, dude, those days are past me. I don't throw it hard anymore. I do the curveball.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you using the actual like the holes in the ball? Or
Just two of them. Yeah.
I think my paws are so. That's the thing. Is people don't call my hands. They call them paws. My paws are so big that I don't even use them. I just like wherever my hand lands on the ball is where I just throw it down.
Yeah, I think you're actually supposed to be a boxer.
Yeah, it would be a knuckle sandwich to get hit with my fist.
Yeah.
Would you?
It's just like such a. A lot of impact.
Would you do like a celebrity boxing event? Could you ever see yourself doing that?
No, because I'm not a sellout. You know, no, I'm just kidding.
Or a celebrity.
Or a celebrity. Yeah. But I would maybe do a charity boxing match if people would actually pay money to come and see that. But
I would pay good money to come
with
see
me
you.
not being on any social media, I don't know how many people actually know who I am. So maybe the people in my own network might come to something like that, but.
That's a network with a high propensity to donate to a charity and want to see you fight, dude.
Yeah, you know, we got a lot of good friends that, you know, make some dough. So, but in light of charity events, we're gonna do a philanthropy event this quarter for Life Pros. You guys got any ideas?
Tyler Wolf Scholarship Foundation. Do you know about that?
No, what's that about?
Oh. Well, so when I was in college, my like junior year coming to my senior year, I was a like 4-year event planner for my fraternity. Mm-hmm. And my junior year going to my senior year, I convinced the house to basically double our dues to funnel all of the money into the social budget. Okay. So I was like that makes me like 21, 22 years old with $130,000 to spend in a year on events, which put us into a bracket of way higher event class than anyone would let a fraternity in their right mind come. So I'm like, one of them, I hit up the Congressional Hotel, the Congressional Plaza in Chicago. It's on the water. They got like a boat and everything. It was sweet. But they immediately came back and they're like, yeah, no, we do not do fraternity events. But I had already pitched this idea and sold to the fraternity, like, hey, we're gonna go to Chicago. Like, I've taken us there. And so thus the Tyler Wolf Scholarship Foundation was born. And they would let the normal fraternity, like they would let the group come just with a completely different name. So we funneled, I think, like $100 or $500 the social budget to my pledge son, gave him a scholarship, and then used that to do stuff like we did an event in the aquarium of the zoo in Omaha.
And you called it the Tyler Wolf Scholarship
Yeah, like the group that booked the event.
So it wasn't a fraternity.
It wasn't Phi Delta Theta. It was the Tyler Wolf Scholarship Foundation.
That's on par.
It went really, really, really well. Got us into everywhere we needed to go until we went to the zoo in Omaha. And obviously, like fraternity in a zoo, you can probably imagine some of the craziest that was going down. So the zoo reached out to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, and they were like, hey, we have a problem with the Tyler Wolf Scholarship Foundation. Well, the University of Nebraska was like, that does not exist. Like, there's no scholarship foundation at all. And then the university and I had a couple closed door conversations that I had to use some sales skill to maneuver to my diploma.
Dang. That's insane.
That's actually a really good story.
We had t-shirts and everything. It was sweet.
That with the scholarship foundation on it?
I just had a buddy who could make t-shirts. So he made a white t-shirt, black lettering. It just said Tyler Wolf Scholarship Foundation.
Would everybody show up to the event in those shirts?
No, he only made like 5 or 10 of those.
That would be awesome. That would be pretty sick. But yeah, we're obviously not going to do that. But what else?
Yeah, so no.
You guys passionate about anything specific with philanthropy or charity or?
Growing up, our buddy would do like in Omaha, we'd feed the homeless. I always thought that was pretty cool. Like they would just go get like a bunch of grills, just grill up hot dogs, burgers, just like feed the homeless people like hot food. Mm-hmm. And then they would have like kits and stuff. So Depends on if we're just trying to dump money or actually go do something.
Yeah.
But I always thought that was super fun. Good idea.
Yeah, we always did it in December too. So we'd wake up at like 4 in the morning. It'd be freezing cold in Omaha, Nebraska, and there's still all these people out there that obviously have nowhere to go and nowhere to eat.
There's a good nonprofit organization in Nashville that does a lot of work with people experiencing homelessness. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember at least we've been like 4 to 6 times. It's on Monday nights. It's where you go, and they have different groups. Some groups are playing with the kids. Other groups are handing out the food trays. Other guys are doing the they have a truck with like all the clothes that you could need, for little kids. They have diapers. They have warm clothes, summer clothes. And I'm blanking on the name of it, but it's really freaking cool. And we did it several times when we first moved here, like a few years ago. And it's called People Loving Nashville. That's the name of it. And it's a really cool organization. I actually think Ethos, the church I go to, does, at least they promote it. They promote it a lot. I think actually that would be a fun that would be a fun thing to take our group to, is like a Monday night, People Loving Nashville night. And dude, it's one of the more like notable nonprofits here in the local area. I actually went to a different church. They were promoting it too. So I'm like, okay, they've done a great job. And I think it was one guy who just had a vision of like how many how many people experiencing homelessness can I help serve, just helping them eat food. And I think he just started like doing food trays on his own. And then that turned into something incredible that God blessed. So I think it'd be worth a brainstorm on like what something like that could turn into for us, that we can get people to rally behind, because obviously we got a lot of people that are doing well, and people do want to give. They just don't know what to give to. And I think that it'd be really cool if we did something like that this quarter.
That would be cool. That's a good candidate. So People Loving Nashville. Or are you saying we do our own thing or just help out with that?
I think it'd be, I think we do both. Like, I know we're going to do a philanthropy event this quarter, but I think that encouraging people to participate in that, like, oh, dude, it's so good for your heart. You don't need to go to on an international mission trip to have to serve people and get to experience people that are less fortunate. They're just right here, So it's I think it'd be good. But I get your question as like, would we rather just do that or do like our entire thing? And I don't know. It's a good question.
It would take a lot more work to do our own thing, but I think it'd be cool. But
I think, it's taken us a lot of work to do a lot of different things, right?
Yeah.
So.
And then you find out it doesn't actually take that much work.
Yeah. The more you zoom in, you're like, wait, maybe we can do that too. Yeah. And then also just using the power of social media too. Like I know a lot of the different businesses and YouTubers and brands that I follow, like they do such a great job on social media of being able to help serve people. So, it can all kind of play within itself.
That's a cool idea.
But yeah, I'm really excited for that. So I know we wanted to do that last quarter, but definitely this quarter we're gonna get busy on that.
Random thought, but it's been so cool. Like I think it's gonna be a new tradition where we'd play volleyball every Saturday, and that has been so fun. Like just going out, like having good, clean fun instead of like going out and to bars or whatever. Like Saturday nights,
who's going out to bars?
I mean, like half the office probably.
Maybe an understatement on that.
Chill. You think over under half?
Over 50% over 50% has a previous to volleyball craze. Over 50% of the office had over a 50% chance to be at a bar on a Saturday night. Would be my bet.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we do live in Nashville, and there are some cool bars.
There are some really cool bars.
So I get it.
But volleyball has been a ton of fun.
Yeah, if I could spend every Saturday playing volleyball for like 4 hours.
Dude, and not just any volleyball place, the place that we went to. Whatever the name of that place is.
Did you show up to the Rusty Nail place?
Mm-mm.
we got to get you there.
Yeah.
I heard that was like a more of like a badminton type of
No,
place.
bro.
No.
The place that we were just at 2 weekends ago.
Sandbar?
We were there last weekend too.
That place is awesome.
Really cool.
Like the
The
sand.
volleyball.
That was my favorite part.
They've
was
got
just-
nets.
Dude, the sand was awesome. Then that place was beautiful, and they had, I think they had 2 courts, right?
Had some
But
ice
then they had a
cream.
bunch of different restaurants, and they had the lights. It almost looked like a Pinterest type of layout. The Rusty Nail. What do you guys think? Is it better than the Sandbar? Or
There was less people there. And if, like, the owner of the Rusty Nail he was really easy to work with. So when I texted him, I was like, hey, we're going to have 20 people show up. We'll probably spend $500, $1,000 on a bar tab or something. He was like, great. You guys can have the courts all night long. They had food.
that.
It was a little bit cheaper. And it was like an arena. So, like, all the seats are up above the volleyball, and you're kind of, like, looking down on the volleyball court.
Yeah.
And they've got lights and everything. So it's kind of like a Friday Night Lights atmosphere. It was a
pretty
ton
cool.
of fun.
There's pros and cons to both. I think the Rusty
to both.
to both of them.
Both.
There's pros and cons to both.
What do you say? Both?
Where are you from, bro?
What do you say? Both?
I say both of them. You say
Both of them.
both.
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 Golly, we got any cough drops around here?
I have some water.
Got a Jolly
dude,
Rancher.
I see a cough drop around here.
I got a
Whatever.
Warhead.
One funny thing that happened at the Sandbar was when the lady was handing out water bottles, and then she was like, "Hey, like I'm gonna have to start charging." Or she handed out all these free water bottles, and then Maria went up, was like, "Hi, can I get a water bottle?" And she's like, "Yeah, but you're gonna have to pay for it." And she's like, "Oh," she's like, "Yeah, like we just don't make any money on these if we just hand them out." And I'm like, man, hopefully you're not the business owner. But if the business owner was here, the business owner would be like, shut up. Like, give her the water, you know? I couldn't believe that happened.
Yeah, that is nuts. Why Maria, too? She gave out a bunch
dude.
for free, and then
Maybe
she
there
saw
was like
Maria.
a pause and like everybody coming up and like some time went by and then Maria's like, oh, hi, can I get a water bottle?
Yup.
Yeah, but we're going to have to charge you for it because we just don't make any money on these if we just hand them out for free. What the heck?
Well, with us going to play volleyball,
Man, what a business model.
they've got, it's the Sandbar, and the volleyball is probably not where they make their money. It's probably the beer.
Do you have to pay for the volleyball? And the Sandbar?
I think it's
You have
like
to rent the club.
$30 an
Or
hour.
the court.
$30 an hour. But it also, if you watch the bar, there's not a lot of us that go and pay for where they do make their money. So maybe the water was like, hey, here's a free gimme, like come buy a beer.
Maybe. And they also shut down all the restaurants at what? 9 o'clock?
Ooh, before that.
I think it's 8. Not very smart.
Well, that's crazy. I mean, we're pulling up with like 20, 30 people. It's like, bro, you keep the restaurants open.
They
Yeah.
never do that at the Rusty Nail.
Yeah. They don't do that?
Well, they don't have, like, it's pokey at the Sandbar. The Rusty
Yeah.
Nail is like fried bar food, but they'll serve you.
Yeah. They'll stay open. That's cool. Yeah. We could even do a philanthropy event at one of those, I'm sure.
Do you think we could get a volleyball court inside the office? Maybe get rid of the ping pong room?
Right next to the helicopter pad.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, you
Maybe
guys,
like a
got,
mini one.
you guys got to come see this office. It's insane. We got the helipad. What is
Yeah,
that?
that's pretty cool.
Whose Lambo is that? Anyway.
Definitely not mine. So,
Whose Prius is that?
You
shout
have
out
the
Prius
Uno
gang.
reverse of the Lamborghini.
Yeah. Mine's like a ball of aluminum foil on wheels.
Austin, why do you drive a Prius? You could obviously afford something cooler.
No, I can't. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why you're giving out public information like that.
What are you, the IRS?
Yeah, what is your license plate number?
I don't know. I'm building my castle somewhere else. So,
True that. Building a cathedral.
digging ditches and building cathedrals, baby. What is one day going to be a awesome, beautiful biz? But yeah, I mean, it gets me at a B. I actually am more of a utility guy. So when I think about getting a different car, it really has more to do with, man, I just would want more space, helpful in moving, something with all-wheel drive too. I remember this past year, we were snowed in for 4 or 5 days, and I live on the bottom of a hill, and I was stuck in my house. and everybody else was able to drive around that had all-wheel drive, and I was just so ticked. I probably never looked at trucks more this whole year than I did that week.
Yeah, you were pretty close to buying a truck.
I know. And then by the time I would buy it, the ice would have already been gone.
Yeah.
So I was just frustrated. I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm like, why do I have to get stuck here and nobody else is stuck? So I could see myself, for utility purposes, getting something bigger, getting a truck or something I can move with, but I do not want to be caught in that situation again. That was pretty crappy. So
yeah, that's the downside of the...
What are you doing with your car? You had made a wild statement to me last year, and you were like, next year I'm going to buy an R8. And I said, man law.
No, I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you said, what is an R8, by the way?
An Audi R8.
Oh, okay. What's the Corvette one called?
C8.
C8. Yeah.
Why, you thought I was talking about a C8?
Well, you talked to me recently about getting a Corvette. But from what I've learned,
well, that was just from that
you
one
do not
TikTok
want to
song.
get one of those, brother.
Yeah, what was that all about? What was that text about?
Trolled. Well, I was down in Atlanta last week with Tom and Ronnie, and they're really big car guys. They mod for fun. If you know what that means.
Big modders, yeah.
They go modding, and and they were trolling people that were on Instagram that had all the Corvettes, like posting them like they're Lamborghinis. And I didn't even tell them that we had that conversation. So I was just in the back seat like, oh, dude, I got to text Logan right now. I'm like, dude, you cannot buy a Corvette.
Why were they were just trash talking Corvettes?
Oh, they were not trash talking Corvettes, but it's more so like, dude, if you're going to get a Corvette, get something way cooler than that. Like a Corvette is like a cheap man's Lamborghini or a generic. They were just really trolling on people, and they're like really big into the car game, and they're also in the insurance industry, so they were like, dude. So yeah, they were just ripping people. So I was like, man, I really gotta tell Logan, like, do not get that Corvette.
Dude, I totally get that. Like when I see people with Corvettes, I'm just like, should have got something a little cooler.
Yeah.
But then I also see people in a Corvette on like a hot summer day with the top down, and they're just soaking in the sun, just like on a joyride, and I'm like, that actually looks pretty sick.
But if you want to catch people's attention with a car, how many Corvettes do you see like on a weekly basis? Probably a few.
A decent amount.
How many
but like
Lamborghinis?
A really cool one?
How many Lamborghinis do you see?
Way too many.
If we're talking about being like frugal, though, the C8 Corvette is the fastest mass production car ever made. It performs better than a Lamborghini. It performs better than a Ferrari, and it's a tenth of the price. Like if we're driving a Prius to not drive for utility, if we're looking for something that's fast and powerful, like I get why you would get a C8.
Yeah, no, I'm not against it. You just definitely can't post it on social media. That's all.
So here's what I've found looking at all these supercars: is the Lambo's the coolest.
Do you mod at all?
Not a modder.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I actually don't know anything about cars.
Okay, yeah, continue.
Disclaimer: I literally know nothing, but when looking, Lambos are obviously the coolest. Like they have super cool interior and they're sick from the outside, and everyone knows a Lambo.
Yeah.
But you're spending $500,000 on a sick Lambo, or like $300,000. A brand new Corvette is like $100,000 to $150,000, and it's the only other super car-ish car where you get cool interior and exterior. Like McLaren's super sick from the outside. The inside is like 1940.
Okay. So you're going to buy the R8 this year, or are you going to get...
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Cool. Okay. Hey, guys. This is a quick break in today's episode. We are looking to add new members to Life Pros. If you want to be a part of a sales agency that has all the infrastructure, all the systems, all the leads, all the technology, all tailored together for you to be successful, get at us. We have been an incubator to help people get to where they are, to where they want to go. So you can hit us up on Instagram or TikTok, DM us Life Pro, and we will help you schedule up an interview for you to get more information. Now back to today's episode. Yeah, I know you just bought a house recently, which is really what I think that guys making good money in insurance should be doing, buying properties, building generational wealth. I think cool cars are whatever, but I think that's like when you got a lot of money, and I know most of these guys on social media do not have money like that, but
Yeah,
I digress. But you've been buying houses, which I think is really smart. So tell us why you want to build out a portfolio like that.
So that's the hard part. That's the battle in my head. Is every time I think about buying a supercar, I'm like, that's like, I could literally put 2 more down payments on 2 more rental properties for that same amount.
Yeah.
And that thought always wins because I think logically. But yeah, I mean, real estate's like goated. Like, just like in insurance, it's like, the cool part about life insurance is you're leveraging debt in a way. Like, when you sell a policy, a company pays you all this money that you technically haven't actually earned yet until they make all their payments. And so it's a cool way to leverage debt. Like, you get paid a bunch of money, and as long as you do what you're supposed to do, it works out, right? Same thing with houses is like, you literally are just leveraging debt. Like, when you buy a house and you get someone else in there and they pay off your debt for you, like, they're building your net worth for you. And your house is increasing in value. And if you cash flow on top of that, it's like, it's the best investment ever.
Yeah.
But you got to do it right. You can't just go buy, like, the house that I just bought that I'm living in is a liability. Like, that's not if you put it down on the ledger, it's like liability and asset. It's like, most people think that the house they live in is an asset, but it's not. But all the rental properties that I'm planning on buying, which I have one now, those are all actual assets because they make me money. So the more research you do about real estate, it's like, in the stock market, if you're lucky, you're getting like 13%. If you do real estate correctly, you can get like 20 to 30% ROI. So that's the cool part to me. And I'm young, so it's like, real estate's definitely technically riskier, but like, dude, I'm 25. Like,
You've got time for at least 2 bankruptcies.
that's what I'm saying. I know I'm going bankrupt at least 6 times.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
No, I'm just
building
kidding.
out a real estate portfolio is it's a boring investment. It's not like very sexy, but it'll pay off generational wealth for sure if you have the right strategy behind it. So I'm really happy that you're getting into it because it's going to make a big difference for sure.
Yeah, because there's like that urge where you want to buy something cool and like flex it on Instagram, you know, which is what most insurance guys do. Is they get money where they could literally afford their first rental house, and then they buy the C8 or F8 or whatever car they want, which is cool. It's like
Corvette.
sweet to each their own. But like, dude, if you just, that's the hard part about rental properties is usually the properties that make sense to buy aren't like flex worthy. It's not like, hey, check out this.
It's really hard to make an Instagram edit to a Lil Baby song of like the 3 bad, 2 bad.
But that would be funny if you did, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Check out my new Lambo. It's just a crappy house.
I just bought a brand new Lamborghini, and pan to the 2-bedroom duplex.
Yeah.
Is there anything from this year that you guys have changed your mind on?
Changed my mind on.
I was going to eat spaghetti yesterday, but then I just settled with ground beef and rice.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think, what else?
Well, it'd be fair to say that you changed your mind on the Corvette.
No. I'm still making my mind up. No.
Or I'm sorry, the R8.
We'll see. I don't know. One day I might just stumble
If
into
you
a
changed
dealership.
your mind on that, I wouldn't be upset with you.
Yeah.
I'd be like, it's a wise business decision.
Yeah, dude, I'm only 25. Like, I can make
It's
so
fun
many
to see you
mistakes.
grow into a man.
I remember when you were this big.
I do.
Yeah, seriously.
Junior year of high school.
Yeah, dude, your legs are growing.
Yeah.
That countertop got lower.
My legs are growing, huh?
Getting a little bigger.
I call him my strong leg.
I've changed my mind on like satellite offices. If you would have asked me 2 or 3 years ago, I'd be like, dude, I want an office in every state of 50 states, and I want to be the manager of it. 'Cause to me, I was like, oh, that's power. Power is just like being able to say, oh, I've got an office in all
Like
these different states.
And
Yeah. Getting to, like, in my head, like a jet set lifestyle was incredible. I spent the last 2 weekends at home putting a fireplace in my backyard and had like so much more reward to myself, just digging a ditch in my backyard, than I've had doing a lot of the traveling I've gotten to do. And I've also realized that building strong cores in every place that you're going to do it is way more important than you're trying to go find, where can I find the next one person who says they want to go set up an office somewhere.
Sure.
So my mind change has been, how can I build stronger in Nashville, rather than I was like, oh, I've already got, a business that does hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in Nashville. Let's go look for the next one. Can I get to millions of dollars a month in Nashville? Can I get the office that we do have in Omaha to millions of dollars a month? And then from there, maybe we start looking.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
That's a good. This office is a really strong core right now too.
Yeah.
It's been so awesome this last week since we've rolled out the new sauce.
Yeah, no, for sure. We just had our second best week in sales ever last week. And then we also had our best week ever in families helped.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're making history right now. And this week we're on track to beat last week. The Discord isn't always accurate. So if you go into the leaderboard, you can see the total at the bottom. And dude, past 2 days we've been crushing. So it's been really exciting. And I love to get to see all the guys who came in hot, hitting their 150s, hitting their back-to-back 40s, and getting that level of production back has been really cool too. So
when you say back, can you provide a little bit of context?
So after we've had a lot of different agents who came in, hit the ground running, and I've actually talked to a lot of different agency owners about this. Like, man, what is it about agents coming in their first 6 months and just like cranking, and then like, second half, or they just hit this complacency wall, or there's this fatigue, or it's just something needs to be different, right? And we've had a lot of agents that came in, ripped off the bat, and then production fell off some, and so now it's cool to see those guys back in their groove. So this has been an awesome new quarter of just new habits. It's just been a new chapter for everybody. And the office is buzzing. Like every day, people are on phone presentations like all day long. And yeah, it's special. It's more fun being at the office when everybody's working hard than when you come in and people are like having fun, right? It's like having fun is like becoming successful and working when you're here, right? So
what did you find was like, why do people come in hot and then go through a little dry streak? Why do you think it is?
I don't know, man. Time will tell. We'll see how this sucker unpacks, but the past 6 to 8 weeks we've been just testing out a lot of in-house technology. We got AI outbound appointment setter. We got our own power dialer. We got brand new leads. Shout out Barrett and Eric and their team, and having all that in house, we've been able to run a successful test. So, and our first week rolling it out, yeah, we had our second best week ever in sales. So, and best week ever in policies sold and families helped. So everybody can go back to their day jobs. I haven't taken a single recruiting call in 2 months. 2 months. May was the last time I took a call. I've done different, there's different people in the organization that have asked me to talk to, different recruits and stuff, but I have not taken a single call myself because I've just been so attentive and hyper-focused on serving the guys that we have here, and making sure that we make a smooth transition into a new chapter. And so I couldn't be any more happy with where we're at right now. I mean, I'm getting better sleep. Like, sincerely, I'm actually getting better sleep. Like, I'm waking up more of a pep in my step. Like, dude, I could talk forever about the impact it's had. So
yeah, I think I actually saw you smile for the first time in the last 2 months yesterday. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe broke my face a little bit on that one, but no, it's yeah, it's been a long time coming, that's for sure.
Dude, the system is systeming right now. The system is a well-oiled machine. Like, it's just so cool. It's like a lot of agencies have inbound leads, but then they don't really have like the website or the dialers or it's just like everything is just.
When you guys started, did you guys ever imagine that this is where we would be at as fast as we got in here?
Not as fast as we got here, but did I imagine we'd be where we are today? For sure. 2 or 3 years from today.
Hey, never a doubt.
Yeah, it's time flies, and there's so many things that happen, and there's things that have happened that people have asked me about, and I'm like, holy crap, dude! Like, I've never even had time to unpack that or reflect on that, and yeah, I don't know. We're just very forward thinking, and but I will give myself credit. I do think that I do what I need to do to take care of myself throughout all this, and I've not one time hit the panic button on anything, nor has my hand been hovering over the button. I just have been totally trusting the people in our corners and the process. And man, we're on the up. Things are on the up right now.
We're so up.
Yeah,
the Life Pros is so up.
I've gotten to get on a couple calls within the last week, just getting back into the swing of recruiting with people who are in other agencies and getting to see people whose hands are on the panic button and get to hear a lot about individual situations and what it looks like inside other rooms. And I mean, my heart goes out to these people, but to me, it just is a great opportunity to step back and see how shocking it is that like the whole picture, like the whole pie is here. Yeah. It's the in-house leads. It's a AI dialer system that books appointments for you. It is a website that helps track the stats and manage your sales processes. It's something that we have that keeps policies on the books, lets you know when policies are going to cancel or not. I mean, the whole pie has been developed to make agents. It's a money printing system, as you coined it. Every tool that an agent can need to get into this business, figure it out, get really, really profitable, and then maintain that level of profitability past that 6 months, that 8 months, that those multiple years, which is when the business really gets fun, has been developed and is offered here. And it's been a ton of fun to be a part of that process moving forward. And honestly, your leadership and Barrett's leadership and guys like Colton and Brett that have been working around the clock to get that developed. Yes, did you think that was ever going to come? Like, dude, you could go to most consulting firms and hit them with that task, like Big Four consulting firms, and say, hey, do you think you guys can accomplish this in 2 months? And they'd probably be like, no shot. Let's not drink the ocean through a straw here. Yeah. And they charge us $60,000 for that. Whereas we had 4 guys with no computer degrees, no background, no experience, just the Southwestern will and way. And got to accomplish that in literally 60 days. Has been so much fun to watch. Yeah,
it is a white glove service. You come in and you dial your leads, and that's all you got to worry about. I've probably had at least 3 different conversations this week with people in different agencies, and it's the same questions. What do you guys use for leads? What do you guys use to protect spam on your phones? You know, what are your guys' compensation?
Wait, you start your agents at what comp?
Yeah, that's been an interesting one. It's like, so what's your all's compensation plan? And I'm like, I don't know. Isn't it not the same one that you guys have? They're like, no.
You know, just the standard FFL one that
everyone should have.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, well, hypothetically, if you were to come over here, then you'd be making 15 points higher on the comp plan. So
15 points higher on a way bigger number too.
Yeah. So it is sincerely a white glove service right now. Coined the RHS system. We got to bring that back.
Well, that's the cool part about Life Pros to me as well, is like every agency goes through slumps like we just went through, right? Like something always breaks. Like if it was perfect, then it would, like, no one would have any issues. And that's the interesting part, is like you were just saying, Tyler, like all these agents that are hitting the panic button where they're at, it's like, it's so cool that when we went through our slump, none of our agents did that.
Dude, great point.
We retained everyone.
Because they, like, that is the Southwestern way, is everyone just had so much confidence and like, well, we always find a way. Like we always have, we always will. And a lot of agencies, they go through a slump and then their managers go through a slump and then people just hit the panic button and it's just broken forever, versus having that confidence in your leadership to be like, I know it's broken right now. They're transparent with us. Yeah. And we know they have our best interest, and we trust them to fix this for us. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what we do every time.
Yeah. We've been able to retain all of our people and add some. I mean, we just did our Q2 business review meeting, and we had like 10 new faces on that new agents list. And I thought, wow, like what an interesting start for a lot of these people, that Q1 for them. And yet they're here like believing and totally with us on all this stuff. So I think that's credit to our leadership, and the communication to the team leaders, credit to the communication corporately to everybody. I see a lot of, there's just the way that people problem solve and the way that they communicate corporately to the business is, a lot of times they want to act as if everything's okay, and that behind closed doors they couldn't be, it couldn't be more ugly. But with us, we just called it what it was. And I think that drive of information, data, facts, and I think that just kept people hopeful. So I think above it all, that's probably the biggest thing to be proud of, is the fact that we were able to go through what we went through and still retain all of our people and add some. So I think everybody did a great job playing their roles in it and not hitting the panic button. There wasn't even one person in any of our company meetings where I was like, man, I wonder what they're thinking about this whole thing, or like being fearful of like what they might be thinking in their heads. And man, I don't know. I think we could do a case study on how to go through a transition period like that, and I think they should use this as one. I don't want to count the chickens before they hatch. I know it's only week 2 here, but man, I think we did as best as we probably could have.
Yeah, it has a lot to do as well with the way that we communicate with our reps and the way that we're trained and our managers are trained on how to have open dialogue and conversation with the people we get to work with. And that's something that, I mean, if you could put that in a course and sell it to sales agencies, I mean, dude, every sales agency I've been a part of before this could use a lot of that training that we've been able to get from you and then provide to the other layer of management here. Yeah.
Yeah. And in good news too, we've had a few new people start this past week, and first week actually both of them, their first week, they were like, dude, let's just start new leads. Let's just rip it. 2 people that came from a solid sales background, and both people hitting over 10K on the week. I mean, awesome.
That rocks.
So cool.
Imagine how blessed you'd be if you were a new agent starting last week.
Yeah. Seriously.
Like, there is literally never been a better time to start selling life insurance and life products than last week.
Last week was...
What they think this job is a lot different than probably what someone started 4 weeks ago would have thought this job is. So, yeah, we're not just sitting here bragging about, we're not sitting here bragging about a system that, we're not saying everything's always been great and amazing and we're the best agency to work with. It's like, no, we were going through the ringer the last couple months, and it's like, we're saying this because it's true. It's like, this system has never been better.
Yeah.
Ever. It just hasn't.
And I'm telling you, man, I talk to people in the industry, and it's like, it's always the same questions. Like, what do you guys do for this? What do you guys do for that? What do you guys do for this? What do you guys do for that? And it's like, we've just brought it all in-house, and now we're doing it entirely on our own, and it's never better. So for people that are struggling with spam and pickup ratios, it's like, dude, we got a proprietary AI outbound appointment setter that has branded caller ID, that has spam remediation. We also have a power dialer that is like a way better version of Wave that has branded caller ID, spam remediation. That was all built in-house. And yeah, our website is just buku. And I'm not even trying to sound like all the other dudes that are out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
I'm
the proof is in the pudding.
I'm like the first person to be like, yeah, that's BS. Everybody says that they have the best stuff. Everybody says that they, found something in the industry that's going to change the game forever. And it's like, it's just nauseating. That's what I think it is. It's just nauseating. And here I am.
The numbers don't lie. So if you want to fact check them, just go check the IP report.
How many times have you seen a guy on Instagram that's like, I have the fastest growing FFL agency?
And then you look him up on the IP report and you're like, are you sure about that?
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, we got guys out here that are like changing their compensation plans. We got, which, dude, makes me feel for the small guy, It's like for a guy that's just coming into the life insurance industry and they're getting contracts with other agencies that are well below street level. I don't know. Especially guys that do have teams and they're not getting paid for the work that they're putting in.
I just talked to a guy the other day that had a team of I think it was like 30 people, 20 people working actively at 115 comp. Nuts.
Yeah, man.
One thing I think that's really cool about the way that life insurance is set up, or at least in our IMO, is that it is really hard to move agencies because a lot of us were a part of the solar industry where that sucked. Just like literally people were cutthroat every single day.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool about life insurance, but it's also important for you to choose the right person to get set up with. It's like you got to be careful. Like if you're out there and you're looking to get started in life insurance, like you just got to make sure it's the right fit for you, because if you join someone, it is so hard to get released with those guys. Like as much as some people might pitch that, like, oh yeah, you can always terminate your contracts and go somewhere else, it is just a huge nightmare.
Have you dealt with anyone specifically in that, or?
I mean, I think we all are right now. Like, dude, if these guys knew how many people are hitting us up from other agencies wanting to come work with us because of what we have now, and we just simply can't help them.
The stew's falling apart.
There's an earthquake in Nashville today, guys. It's not cheap tape. It's just a natural disaster.
We spent the rest of the budget on the graffiti out there.
Yeah, everything just starts falling off the walls. No one even works here.
Room starts shaking. Yeah. It's an interesting industry, man. As streamlined as we can possibly make it for people. That's what we want to do. We just want it to be easy, white glove, simple, smooth transitions.
But yeah, to finish my thought, there's never been a better time to sell life insurance as long as you're with the right group. So you got to be careful. You got to make sure you join the right people.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Agreed.
That's a lot about where we have been, where we are now. What are you guys excited for in the next couple of months? What's on the horizon now for Austin Marsh and Logan Merritt?
Yeah, I'm excited to get back to my day job and start growing the business, bringing more people in the door, sharing the opportunity. Now that I feel super confident and super comfortable with where we're at as an agency and all the technology that has been tested and has been resolved, I'm like, bring it on. Let's go for it. So I'm excited to do that, and then the other guys that have been helping out with it, help them get back to their day jobs, selling life insurance every day and building out internal systems. I'm also, we have a growing company and a growing business, and yeah, we have the infrastructure and a lot of things put together, but man, there's so many other things that I get excited about doing, so I can go back to the drawing board and give those things a lot more of my time, is what I would say. Yeah. What about you?
For me, I feel like I'm just enjoying, like, kind of going back to the planting season right now. Of like, I feel like it's just such a good time. Like we have this system, everything is like exactly how we wanted it.
Firing off.
It's just perfect. And I think now more than ever, just like before I'm looking to bring more people on, it's just like I want to help the guys that are with me right now just get the most out of it and help them get up to the highest level. And then also just showing people what's possible right now. It's like I love being on the ground floor, like leading from the front and just like understanding problems at that level versus just kind of sitting back and hoping for the best.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like my head's just down right now. I just want to help the guys that I currently have just get to where they want to go.
Yep.
And then if people want to join, like obviously I'm not going to tell them no. Like there's never been a better time, but yeah, my season is just like back to grind season. So
Yeah.
And as you look to build and grow the business, Austin, is it really difficult to get an interview here? Is there a bunch of hoops that you have to jump through? What's like, how hard is it to come and meet with Austin Marsh?
I mean, I'm not that hard to find. 2451. I'm not gonna say the name. No, I mean, there's obviously a few things that we look for in the people that we're interviewing, and yeah, and we can talk about those things whenever we get on a call. But I wouldn't say there's a lot of hoops and hurdles to have to come interview here. If you have a good attitude and you work hard and you are motivated and driven to want to be in sales and open for a conversation.
And what's the easiest way to set that up?
The easiest way to set that up is click like and hit the link below. No, the easiest way to set that up is to you looking for me to say something here? I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm like, is Tyler? I'm like, where's Tyler going with this?
Tyler, you already work here, right?
I'm just
I was like, so how can I get a job?
everything that you guys have talked about. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to our website. You can go to our Instagram. You can go to our TikTok, YouTube, and you can fill out your information and submit a form and set up a call. So easy as that.
Pretty simple.
Not hard to find at all.
Not hard to find, man. Life pros, get at us.
I feel like that's a good place to end it on.
All right, fellas. Well, I need to go train some people on how to sell more
it's
life
like 1
insurance.
o'clock. Logan's
Yep.
got to go train. So cool.
That was fun.
To the moon.
Talk to you guys next time.
Sweet boys.
Yeah.